Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Los Angeles Chargers.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Herbert on 3rd down now. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's third down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Again, Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
At the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this. Just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
First and 10 at the...
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away, and the community's eyes. And
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
The 11-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will take it in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7. Chargers, nothing.
I don't care what you is. They can't get none of this.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Well, the Bengals have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4.
Gave a 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chargers getting set to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Godwin, he takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
At the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis. tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up second down. Here's Hunt. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he'll find Lashley there. It's complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. We've got 2 more after this one, and then we get it all started, as we normally do, on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome... everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's the 2nd and 7. That's caught by Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is out of bounds here. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They'll go with a keeper, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback taking it in. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Nifty move. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Operating from the gun, Lucas. And his throw here is incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Okay, going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give them a big check mark for that one.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's strapped for the football, and he's going to come down with it. All the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want ball victim toward themselves.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Well, it's tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
The 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Boom, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
20.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, Lucas to the right side and complete to Thomas. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Lucas uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the... 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. On second down now, Peoples. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that will be incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing on first down. Barnes escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Operating from the gun, Lucas. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you. Agree, that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to... The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
2nd and 9 now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They run the counter. Godwin. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. First target, first catch, and a first down.
49-yard line.
Now back to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lucas. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Lucas. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. And this is going to be incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. But now it'll be third down. From the gun, Lucas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Lucas. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lucas. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Lucas. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try the left side. Peoples. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's long. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run for it with Morris. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
This is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Increase their lead to 28. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.